this works this time. Alright. Oh, what I just did. Hey guys. Excuse the my dry in the background. Hair's kind of all over my place too. Just came on here for a little while for a pop-up. I'm multitasking right now. I'm working. I got somebody's playlist playing on my computer, my personal computer, my laptop. And I decided to jump on YouTube for a little quick live. You know, just to talk about, you know, building a platform. Not that I know a lot, but just to kind of just say my piece in regards to it. And if anybody wants to come on through, just come on through. Oh, my hair is just looking crazy. My hair is just looking crazy. Okay, so anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about building a platform. And I was kind of really inspired by some information. Hey, Ready, Set, Autism. How are y'all? Hey, Amanda. I kind of wanted to talk about building a platform, you know, in this current atmosphere here on YouTube. But really, I got some real encouragement today just looking at a YouTuber that started their journey on YouTube. Hey, Baylor Dump Queen. They started their journey on YouTube at the beginning of the year. They only had 435 subscribers. And now they are monetized, making around $6,000 a month. Now, I know we're not all here for monetization, you know, but they were able to do that, you know, considering all of the crap that's been going on YouTube for the past year. And I think that for all of us who are out here who are really building a platform just so that we have our voice out there, whether we want to be monetized or not, I think we really, you know, need to think about in building our platform what we want to say. You know, like most of the time on my platform, I find some way to take an issue and put autism into it. Hey, Mr. Fulton. Hey, Terry. So, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people, especially those of us who are in what they consider the black sector of YouTube, have been seeing a whole lot of craziness going on for the last, at least the last several months that I've been a content creator, and it's been going on for longer than that. But in the midst of all of that, you know, you have all of us who are coming in here to put our content on here, and, you know, in building my platform, you know, I think about who I want my audience to be. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Mr. Fulton. Awesome. Awesome. I looked at your video, but I couldn't. Hey, sad kid. You know, so, you know, obviously I'm not on here to build a negative platform. And my personal opinion is that all your platform is about is beef with other people on YouTube, doxing people, and that kind of stuff, then maybe you need to find another place to be. Maybe this isn't the space for you, because the COPA rules that are going into place, that was really for larger YouTubers. It really wasn't for those of us in these smaller spaces on here, but it is going to affect us. And we do have people out there who have literally put people's children on YouTube in, certain sectors of YouTube. And, when channels start getting shut down, it's not going to be no sad kid. When they start shutting down channels, my belief, and this is just my personal opinion, guys, is that some of these channels that are out there doing all this negativity, who don't really want to get monetized, they just want to be here to cause havoc, are probably going to be some of the ones that are going to start getting shut down. Now, granted, they get lots and lots of views. They may not have a whole bunch of subscribers, or they may not be doing anything that's going to get monetization, but, they're not here for that, because, they tell people to send them a super chat. Not a super chat, a cash app, and, or, PayPal, so they're getting their little bit of money and stuff off of here, and shouts out to people like Storm Monroe, who is the YouTuber I was talking about, who started this year with 435 subscribers and is now making around $6,000 a month. And I might add, in the midst of that, starting out with 435 subscribers, he also was in school working on his MBA, which he has now gotten. Hey, reigning woman, So I really think that, in building a platform, it's really important to find something that you're passionate about and that's going to be bringing some knowledge, be it you're talking about entertainment news, be it you're talking about, like I'm talking about, autism, be it you're talking about mental health, cooking, whatever it is. I just think that that's what people should be focusing on, is building a platform for something that's going to be useful. Because for a long time, people were coming to YouTube just for that. Now you have a lot of people who come to YouTube to watch the freak show. That's not what we want. At least that's not what I want. So in doing the content, and again, this is just my personal opinion, I think that if we're gonna do content on something, even if you think you're an expert on it, also do some research and stuff. Because, I consider myself an expert. Hey, AJ Genetics. I consider myself somewhat of an expert on raising someone with autism. Okay? But I still do my research and, make sure that whatever it is that I'm saying, has something to back it. And then if it is something that is my personal opinion, I state, this is my personal opinion based on my experience. Because we want to give people something that is going to, give them something at the end of the day. Even if you're doing a comedy sketch, that's bringing them laughter. And if you look at those little comedy sketch platforms, even though we're only seeing these like little short snippets, they've done some research before they put those things up there. It takes them a while to edit the stuff. It's not easy to get up here, as does my son AJ Genetics. It's not easy to get up here and put this stuff out here. And my personal opinion is that let's leave the beefing to the kids, because that's what they do. That's what they do. They go online to do beefing and cyberbullying and all that. And as adults, we shouldn't even be doing that. And going into the watch hours, I wanted to say in regards to that, I know a lot of people do not want to go live. They just don't want to do it. It's scary. And you generally do have to have something to say if you're going to go live. Unless, of course, you're doing, the silent lives. But if you are thinking that you might want to get monetized, then you might want to go live. Just like I'm doing. Even if it's in your car. Even if it's just like 15-minute lives. Just to get on and say something. Because what that does is it helps the people who subscribe to your channel and people who don't subscribe to your channel to get to know who you are. Something outside of what your videos are. You can use that as platforms to talk about what you're going to be putting on upcoming videos. Hey, chocolate chip mint mouse, how are you? There's just so many different things that you can do. Like, I personally, as most of you guys know, spend a lot of my time in different sectors of YouTube. I spend a lot of my time in the autism sector, but it's a really small sector. So I look in there really just to find out different information to see if there's anything really that's on topic for something that I want to do. Like, I want to do a video in regards to homelessness and adults with autism. So I went searching on YouTube, and sure enough, there's very little. But in that search, I happened upon a video by someone who has autism and is African American, a man. Only has like 400 something subscribers, but he got on here and was articulating and gave some more information from the perspective of someone on the spectrum, and helped me out with what it was that I wanted to talk about. Keeping Up with Elijah. Okay. Yeah. No. But I'm talking about this guy. Okay. But I'm talking about this guy that I saw. He's called the Autistic Werewolf, guys. It's called the Autistic Werewolf. I remember this. But he was talking about, in his video, he was talking about an experience that he had at a homeless shelter like 40 years ago. And interesting, but he said exactly what I was thinking. The reason why I want to do this video, and he did this video a long time ago, by the way. But the reason I want to do this video is because there's nothing out there about homelessness as it pertains to people on the autism spectrum. Because, a lot of adults with autism don't have it like my son has it. Like, their parent is still there for them. Hey, Jack Spade. I know that, Jack. because I'm just going to continue to do my content. I just wish that stuff wasn't going on, because it is a distraction, but, and I just think it makes it harder for the rest of us. Hey, hey, Missy Diva, but like I was saying, you really, if you're trying to get monetized, I know 4,000 hours is a lot. Trust me, I know. I don't even have 1,000 hours myself, but some of the things that you can do to help with that is like what I'm doing on some of mine is I'm doing like panel discussions and getting other YouTubers up there on the panel with me and talking about, different things to educate. Thank you. Hey, J-Dog. I didn't even see you. But when you do things like that, because I have done some of those panels, shouts out to Terry, he knows, and you will find that you will be on for a few hours. And yeah, right now, my lives don't have a whole bunch of people in them, but they're growing, and it's allowing me to get comfortable, which is the other thing that the lives will help you with. Starting out, it's probably not going to be a whole bunch of people in most of our lives. Most of us aren't like my friend G Kicks, who as soon as they go live, everybody's there. So you get the chance to, kind of work out the kinks, come on for 15 minutes here and there, just to say hi. You could just do a quick live just to give some motivation, but it helps towards getting to that goal, if that is so your goal. And it also drives people to go look at your videos if they're able to catch you online live. Okay, ready, set. Bye, Amanda. Thanks for jumping in. And then, like, for me, because I'm on the West Coast of the United States, the best time for me to do, like, lengthy lives is usually at night. Because, like, right now, I'm working while I'm talking to you guys. And I know that's not always a good time for other people to catch my lives. So that's why I do some of these, popping up at different times of the day, just to help to grow my audience. And but for some people, just doing videos, is what they're comfortable with doing. And what I'm going to say is that if you hope to grow your channel with just doing videos, you're going to have to just be very, very consistent about putting up videos. That's what will help to grow your channel. Be consistent. And for me, it's hard to consistently put up the vlogs, of my what's going on with me and my son, and on specific topics. But I've made myself commit that I'm going to come on live every single day. And every single day when I get on live, I have content. That live is putting some content up. So I'm consistently putting up content through my lives, even though I may not be consistently putting up, the vlogs. And everybody might not be interested in what I have to say right now. But YouTube's is a big world, and I'm not limiting myself to just one sector. Like, I'm not just trying to get, people who have kids with autism to come look at my stuff. I'm not just trying to get people who are Black and Latino to look at my stuff. You know, I'm going all over YouTube and introducing myself to people. And it's not that easy for me to do that because, you know, I know you guys think it's real easy for me to just talk and everything, but it's not. I'm acquiring the skills because I've already figured out that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know? So I got to get myself good at talking, you know, and really talking about autism. So, you know, I'm not that comfortable in front of the camera, which is why I did radio for like 10 years. And people just heard my voice. But I'm getting more comfortable with it. And that's why I come on during the daytime and don't have an avatar up. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate it. You know, and, you know, but there's a lot of things that you know, I want to talk about, obviously, as a woman of color, you know, but there's things that I want to talk about that have nothing to do with the color of my skin, you know, so that's another reason why I don't limit myself when I'm going around YouTube and expanding out around YouTube and getting out there and pushing yourself to build not only your platform, but to help other people build their platforms. Yeah, I did. I had an internet radio show called Vibing with DC for like 10 years. Yep. Did it in LA. You know, so I like going around YouTube to different parts because, you know, some people just do they just show you like different parts of their lives, but you get to see all these different countries. You get to learn about different cultures and everything. And then I also have been able to come on here and find out information about autism in other countries. And it expands, you know, my knowledge. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry. You know, and I mean, I get to learn so much. And yeah, along the way, I do find out that there's a lot of people out there that are affected by autism. You know, they may have someone in their family. Some of the other YouTubers on here have autism and may or may not identify that they have autism. And they've got, you know, like great channels. You know, so I look at all of the stuff that's going on in specific sectors of YouTube as a challenge to people like me to just keep doing what I'm doing. You know, you know, it's fine if I'm under the radar for right now, because I won't be for long. You know, I'm just going to stay consistent, you know, trying to build my audience and also help other YouTubers build their audience by, you know, having panels and have them get up there and have discussions, you know, about real stuff, you know, about real stuff. Because I enjoy a lot. I enjoy a lot of different things. But I came on here earlier. I tried to do this live stream probably 15 minutes before I came on here. and it was like wonky. So I had to stop it immediately because my screen was upside down, and I don't know what happened. I think it was something to do with because I'm on an iPhone or something. So I had to go into my settings and fix some stuff. But tonight, I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. We may talk about some of the stuff that, hey, Demi. We may continue some of the stuff from last night. Just depends on, just depends on how we feeling, Terry, because that's something that we're going to have to put out in bite size. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, what I've been doing, what I started on last night was really starting to give some history of the PLO, just so that we have, just so that I am trying to educate people on what's really going on and how all of this, political stuff that's going on over there is going from all perspectives, because all we know is what the media tells us, but we really need to know what is at the core of everything. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing that, and it's a very meaty topic, and because it's been going on for well over 100 years, not just since 1948, as we know. So we're going to be talking about just a lot about that, and about Israel, and about Africa, just because I think that it's important that people are educated about those parts of the world. All right, Terry, thanks for coming through. Yeah, I just came on for a little while, guys. I just felt like I wanted, to come on and just talk a little bit. I mean, I was really, really inspired when I saw how fast, Storm grew his channel. Now, I'm not thinking that my channel is going to grow anything like his, because I'm not doing anything about entertainment, So my topic matter may not be quite as entertaining as what he's talking about, or exciting. Stuff that I talk about is probably more intellectual, but if you are a subscriber and you've seen my introduction, I did say that I'm a nerdy girl. I am artsy, but I'm nerdy too. So that's why I just like to dig into stuff and take y'all along for the ride. Take y'all on for the ride. So, I'm doing the daytime pop-ups. I try to do them as much as I can, during the day. A lot of the times, because I'm at work, I'm out there on other people's platforms and other people's lives, supporting them or modding for their lives and stuff. But what I'm trying to do is like alternate that. And some of these days, instead of going into someone else's live and, modding their live, or, networking, I'll take like an hour or so during the daytime and just come on and chit chat, about whatever is on my mind, And speaking of homelessness, I spoke of this young man who died last night, well, over the weekend. That was kind of the neighborhood homeless person. Yeah, they've been coming around the neighborhood trying to get people to donate for his funeral and everything, so that he's not given a pauper's grave. Yeah, I'm just doing everything at my own pace. you know? And as people find out about my channel, they come over and they check it out. And that's all I want them to do. Come over, check it out. You know, I'm going to be doing more. I mean, I got like 30 videos up there. And then I have all of these live streams where I'm talking about all kinds of things in the live stream. So, you know, I'm just gradually and slowly building my audience, you know, and then I'm going to probably do some lives on my Chronicles of an Artsy Autism Mom Facebook page. But, you know, what I have found, and I don't know if how you guys have found, but my Facebook friends, which is mainly my family, you know, and people I went to school with, you know, people I actually know. Most of the people who are my Facebook friends, outside of people who are like writers, I actually like know them. He is 24, AJ. Hi, Teddy. How are you? Yeah, my son is 24. He's an adult, which is one of the reasons why I started the channel, because I wanted to talk about it, you know, from the perspective of someone who was taking care of an adult as their parent. And I think there's maybe one other that I know that's on here. Yeah, he's tall too. He is like almost 6.5 feet. He's like 6'4". He's lanky though. He's not a big, you know, he's tall, but he's lanky, you know, but he may not be that way forever because his dad is a big guy. But right now he's looking like he's taking more after my family, being tall and lanky. Yeah, I do have my hands full. I do. He's getting ready to go into some ABA for adults to help with the meltdowns and behaviors, so that, you know, he can get into a program where he can get a job, and so that he can eventually be able to live semi-independent. So if he doesn't want to live with mom, he doesn't have to live with mom. You know, and he wants to go into the entertainment. He wants to do music and that kind of stuff. And there's a program for him, but he's got to learn how to he has to learn how to not have meltdowns in certain situations, or to act differently in those situations. So, and he's what people consider moderate functioning. So he's not considered high functioning. He's considered high functioning on some things, but because he doesn't like to talk a lot, they consider him to be mod. You know, in the middle. He's not considered severely autistic because he can talk, you know, and he is very smart, you know, but my hair, yeah. Then I have braids braided in with the purple. But yeah, no. Natural. And my natural hair is like curly. You know, like 4A. 4A, 3C, something in there. Yep. When I first came to California and I was wearing my natural hair, people thought I had a jerry curl. I didn't even know what a jerry curl is. I had no idea what it was. And I was like, well, what's that? And when they told me what it was, I was like, no, this is my hair. I stopped perming my hair when I came to California. And now a lot of black women have embraced their natural hair and love those kinky curls. But when I started it, It was not a popular thing. Yep. And I came from the East Coast where they get crazy about hair back there. Yep. He has a very high IQ. However, because of the autism, they don't even consider his IQ. I had posted today, I found this thing today. Well, I found this post today that a autism parent posted on his page of his son graduating from high school, and his son was the valedictorian of his high school. This happened this year, valedictorian 2019, and I think it's a viral video because it has like, I think 112,000 views, and he only has 18 subscribers. But the son was the valedictorian, had a 4.0 average, and in his valedictorian speech, he revealed to the school that he had autism and had always had autism, but had never disclosed that in the school. And I thought that was just very, very inspiring, actually. You know, because so many of our kids on the autism spectrum, they don't graduate from high school. They get a completion. Yes, I like my own hair, you know? I mean, I did the tracks for a little bit, but the reason I did them was because I had colored my hair instead of doing it this way like I'm doing now, and my hair doesn't like color at all. It's reddish brown. You see that? I keep dyeing it to brown and it just goes back to reddish brown. But when I got divorced from my ex-husband, I went through something and I colored my hair like this fluorescent color. And so my ends started breaking off until I grew that stuff out. So that's why I only put braid and color in my hair now. I will never color my hair purple again. Even though I love purple, my hair didn't like it. My hair did not like it at all. Wait a minute, let me make sure that they did not have something in this file. I'm just checking to make sure they didn't have something in this file. I did, Jack, I'm from DC. And when I came to California, that was like at the height of it. I mean, when I came to California, and I know this is dating me, but when I came to California, they didn't even have, like, rap had barely made it to California. Like, hip hop had barely made it out here. Barely made it out here. I would have to go back to the East Coast to get everything. This was when they were the only ones with the curls out in California. It was just a California thing at that point. You know, so I didn't know what it was. It was the 80s. I had no idea. I know what it is now, you know. I know what it is now, but I didn't know what it was. And you see what it did to all those people, all those brothers who had those curls in their hair. Most of those dudes are bald now from putting those curls in their hair. That's why they bald. Putting that stuff in their hair. That's crazy. That it would cause that. I still remember that movie that what's his name? Chris Rock did, Good Hair. And when he showed what permanent relaxer does to a can of Pepsi. That it literally can eat through that can of Pepsi. And I'm thinking in my head, then why the heck are black women still putting this stuff in their hair? But now, a lot of us aren't. Now it's just a lot of women are wearing their natural hair, but then they're slapping a wig on top of it. And no offense to the wig wearers, but that has to be hot. I have a couple of wigs that I'll never wear. I have them, in case, whoever I'm dating wants that long, straight hair, and I'm not trying to flat iron my hair, to burn my ends off. So I have a wig for that gives them that, the straight hair. But other than that, I'm generally wearing my own hair. It's just braided. And in the state of California, in case y'all haven't heard, they can't discriminate against us for wearing our hair with the braids and stuff. And I figure if all these youngsters can go around with the pink and the purple and the blue and I can wear my hair purple too. I have, like I said, I have a wig. I have several, but they're really not. But when I usually wear them is like if I'm in a play, then I'll slap one of those wigs on for the play. But I try not to. I try to make them, hey, she's going to have purple hair in this play. But like the play that I'm getting ready to be in, I am probably going to have to put a wig on. Because of when it was, because of the setting, that wasn't a time when, women of color weren't wearing their hair with in all these kind of colors and stuff at the time in the period setting. So I'm going to have to probably put a wig on for the play. Yep, it's a play called Mama Tell Me Why. And I play the mama who is a drug addict and got 4 baby daddies that run the rainbow of black folk. So it's going to be interesting. I may vlog some of the rehearsals. Yeah, I may vlog some of the rehearsals because we've been on hiatus for a minute, and I'm glad we're getting ready to start again. So I'm starting to go over my lines again. I love Isaac Hayes. Rest in peace. Hey, AKA James, how are you? I just got on here and, kind of gave my spiel about, building our platforms and just encouraging people to go live and to collaborate. And one of the other things that I know helps is creating watch lists so that other people can run them. Because like right now, I am running a 20-hour playlist for More Eats. Because as of yesterday, she was 80 hours away from going into review for monetization. So I'm doing her playlist right now. So that'll make her 20 hours closer. Because she wants to be in review by Friday. So that's some of the things that, people can do to help you to get watch hours. So I've had one person run my playlist before, and they ran my live streams. I think the next time I'll ask somebody to run my my vlogs, because my live streams is like days. Hey Tamina, how are you? Yeah, my live streams will probably go a couple of days because most of my live streams are at least 2 hours. And then I have a couple of them in there that are 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. But in all actuality, getting somebody to run your live stream playlist probably is a big help to a lot of people. But that means you have to go live stream. You know, either live stream or you're putting out a whole bunch of, videos, and they're getting a whole bunch of views, which is possible, because we all have, there's always the van girl, what's her name? Janae Eliana. Yeah, her. But most of us are not going to be blessed by the YouTube algorithm like that girl was. I mean, literally. She was blessed by the YouTube algorithms. Hey, Blind Needle. I haven't seen you in a minute. Missed you. Glad to see you. Yeah. She was blessed by the YouTube algorithm. And I know a lot of people think that little girl is an age, and she's not. She just was fortunate. And basically what she did is she was on somebody else's channel like the month before she launched her channel. And she used that momentum that people were into, minimalism. And that's how she came up. And she's young and she's cute. But I've seen the chick, because she was around in the LA area for a while. So she's really living in that van. Which is something you can do when you're young. You can do that kind of stuff if you're a youngster. Blind. Are you okay? Are you okay, Blind Needle? I know a lot of people, this is a rough time of year for a lot of people. Like, I'm just trying to keep myself busy, because, the holidays are a time that's kind of sad for us because my mom's not here. Yeah, no, I can't live in a van, I would feel homeless, But, yep, she did. I mean, I'm telling you, she, and then she's biracial, so she's racially ambiguous. Beautiful little girl, and she's smart. And that's fine, chocolate chip. That's fine. I'm interested in the content that I'm putting out. I'm interested in stuff about autism. But other people are too. Oh yeah, getting stuff done. I understand that. I understand that, Blind Needle, because it's that time of the year. I bet you're getting a lot of stuff done. Yeah, my goddaughter does Reborn. She's not on YouTube, and she's really good. I mean, she's really good. And she says that I'm the one who started her on that. because I used to give her and her sister dolls. I would bring them dolls, but I would always make sure that they were little black dolls. And now she does reborn black babies. And but you can still be a doll collector. Doll collections do you know how much doll collections are worth these days? And when I found out how much those reborn babies are, wow. Those things are expensive, like at least $1,000. Those things are at least $1,000. And they make them with the hair and the lashes, and they hand paint. I like looking at those. But no, doll collections are expensive as well. They are. Especially, I know we're all kicking ourselves in for not keeping all the Barbie dolls and stuff that we had and keeping them in the boxes, because those things are worth so much money. And now, and they still have all these different dolls that are coming up. Like they're coming up with dolls that are built, like different sized women. They even have come up with a doll that's like an amputee for kids. Yeah, those reborns, I'm telling you, they scarily look like real babies. See, that's who you are. That's who you are, Tamina. Yeah, and that's the way. See, if they bought one for you to play with and one that stayed in the box, that was smart, because those dolls are worth so much money now. They are worth so much money now. All those old Barbies. Do y'all remember Velvet and Chrissy? The dolls that had the hair that grew out of their head. Or what was that other doll? There was one doll that served tea, Crumpet. Yeah, there was that doll named Crumpet that all she did was serve tea. You would just sit her down and put the tea thing in her hand, and then she would serve the tea and cookies. Hey, Handmade Designs, how are you? Yeah. But doing the reborns is a major artistic talent. Oh, I remember the baby alive. She cried and peed. Yeah. Then they made dolls like Baby Alive for kids in high school when they're doing those classes to discourage them from becoming parents. Too funny. I remember all those dolls. Yeah. My last doll was Crumpet. That's why I remember that doll. Because I decided at the age of 10 that I was done with dolls. And that this was going to be my last doll. And I didn't want any more dolls after that year. And I stuck to it. I never got another doll after age 10. I don't know. I just decided that I was no longer, I was moving towards teenage. I was crazy, y'all. But I didn't have any more dolls after that. I was done. I love the skill that it takes to do those reborns. And like my goddaughter, she does them, but I know why she's not on YouTube and everything, because she said that I guess she has a site, and she used to have other people, because she's younger. I mean, she's older now, but she started doing reborns like when she was under 25. So she was really, really young when she started doing them. And she would have, other older reborners trying to steal her techniques and stuff. So she stopped. That's why she doesn't show her stuff on YouTube. She just shows the products after they're done and everything. She was just like, she was so discouraged by other reborners being so, dishonest like that with her. Oh, I remember Baby Borg. I remember that one. Y'all remember the one? Y'all remember My Buddy? The one that looks like Chucky? Y'all remember that one? Oh. Yeah, that was the doll for boys other than G.I. Joe. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, My Buddy. Oh, I remember My Buddy. And then that movie Chucky came out. And that doll looks and I know that they used one of the dolls that they used for ventriloquism. Hard word for me to say sometimes. But oh yeah, they did have the kid sister. Yeah, they got the kid sister one so girls could have a doll that was like My Buddy. That was hilarious. They were trying to, I remember that's when they were just going overboard. And now a lot of the boys that wanted to play with the Barbie dolls are out there designing dresses and stuff for women and making us look fierce. And then they wanted to give them My Buddy. They wanted to give them My Buddy. That's hilarious. David is probably going to be home soon, guys. So y'all will probably see him walk through. I'm surprised he didn't try to interrupt my broadcast by FaceTiming me. But no, he can bypass my thing because I think I have him on favorites. But no, I'm glad he didn't call. Oh, I know why he didn't call me. He broke his charger, y'all. He broke his charger. So his phone is probably dead. So when he gets home, he's probably only going to want one thing from me. Y'all know what he's going to want from me? My charger. Y'all know how millennials are about having a charged phone. He must be freaking out today. I forgot. He left this house and his phone was at 7%. Because my phone was on my charger last night. And yeah, I'm going to have to go get him a charger because this is not going to work for me. And he doesn't have anywhere he can charge it when he's out anyway. Yeah, he needs a new charger. But he burns through chargers because he's not careful with them. And he, breaks the little thing off of them. That's what happened. Oh, Annabelle. Yeah, until they got that doll. Till they made that scary movie about about the Annabelle doll. Yeah. They keep making movies and using these dolls that people played with. I liked Raggedy Ann and Andy. I had this other doll, and I think that the doll was, on one side it was a lady, and on the other side it was like the fox. So I think it was a Red Riding Hood doll that flipped up and down. And then I had this other doll that was like huge. I mean, she was huge. Like I was probably like 2 or 3, and this doll was probably like 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall, and I could barely carry her. I love that doll. I love that doll. And it was one of those little dolls that had, the eyes that rolled back in the head and stuff. And she had short orange hair, and she was dressed in like a Tarzan and Jane costume. You know what I called that doll? I called her Sweetie Pie. That's what I named that doll, Sweetie Pie. That's funny how I would remember something like that. That was my favorite doll for a long time. I remember that doll. Yeah. But this was before I had a Barbie. And when I got the Barbie dolls, yeah, I had a couple of Barbies. I even had the one where, the Barbie where it was the one where you could roll her hair and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I had all of that stuff. Had the Easy Bake Oven. Childhood, it was so much fun. I mean, we had so many things that we could do pretend play with. They don't even have pretend play for our. They're just in their phones or on the computer. My son is always on YouTube, y'all. I told y'all that before. He subscribes to my channel too. And I didn't even know, but he actually comes on there and watches the videos. He gives me a view. He gives me a view. Yep. It's a lot of millennials that hang out on YouTube because he's watching a lot. I mean, and some of these videos, I don't even know why they like them. Like there's one channel that my son watches. This little kid, this millennium. All he does is videos showing kids cutting up. That's having tantrums, falling out on the floor. My son subscribes to that channel and watches those trash videos. They're trash to me. But you know that this little dude, of course he's monetized and probably been monetized because he's getting views with that stuff. That's why, people can argue about what they think quality content is, but quality content is in the eye of the beholder. What I might feel is quality content, somebody else might think is garbage, because think about it. Even though, I certainly can't get up there in front of the camera and just sit there and eat and talk to people. The mukbangers are killing it. Killing it. Killing it. Shoot. I bet it would be interesting if I did a mukbang with my son, considering he has autism. I might do that one time, but I'm not going to become a mukbang channel. That's not my that's not my lane. That's not my lane at all. I remember the G.I. Joes. Yep, exactly. That's all they did. They just made them look, and then they gave him, some hair. He had the hairy face. Ken didn't have no hair on his face. And I forget what was Ken had it was so funny because Ken had a black friend, I can't even remember his name, and then Barbie's black friend, what was her name? Christy? Yeah. And she had and she had a little afro. But like my friend More Eats, she's a mukbanger. But her mukbangers are so fun. I mean, she gets her kids involved, and she has older kids, but she, the whole family gets involved. They do some of the challenges and everything. She makes hers fun. Most of the mukbangers, I mean, you have to make it interesting while you're up there eating, Yep, Christy. See, I remembered the name. I had a Christy doll too. But I'm sure, having dolls growing up, that had to be what has inspired a lot of the ladies that do the reborn, because, at one point, there was somebody who was doing dolls like that. That's because that's an old craft. That's how they used to make dolls. They used to make them, like that, like the reborners do them. But you guys have taken it to a whole nother level. Yeah, it just depends on, like, I watch some of, now, I mean, I love B-Love because, she's mainly doing seafood, and I love seafood. And then I watch some of the other ones. I even watch some of the ASMR ones where they're just sitting there eating. Like there's one where a girl's eating ice. I've seen one where they're eating potato chips and it's just a loop of them eating the potato chips. Yeah, I like those. I found one doing one of the things that I love to do, which is, pop the bubbles in the bubble paper. Yeah. So there's a channel, there's a video out there where somebody's just doing that. And I like to listen to that one because I like the feel of it, but I like to hear them popping too. That's so weird. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm weird with that one, but I know a lot of people like popping those bubbles. A lot of us like that. We like to pop those bubbles. It's like therapeutic. There was one that I saw. There's one where the person whisper reads everything. I'm subscribed to them too. I can't remember who it is, but there's one where they whisper read everything. And it's interesting if to listen to somebody, and they're like whisper reading, like books, titles and stuff, or poems, things that you know. Oh yeah, blowing the bubbles. I like that too. Yeah, the bubble wrap. We all love the bubble wrap. I do. I like the bubble wrap. That's like one of my favorite things. But I like listening to the people crunching the ice. Even though I know I can't do it anymore. I used to eat ice. My son still does. It's horrible for your teeth. No, I did not, Tamina. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I hope it's not at a school again. Yeah, I love the ice, and I know why I like to eat. It's, I'm anemic. I know I need more iron, but I still like to, So now instead of crunching on it so much, I just I suck on it more and less crunch, but I love it. I know what's her name? What's the rapper name? The Brat. She likes to get ice, and it's like a specific place that she likes to get the ice from. It's a specific place she likes to go to get the ice. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so sad. Another officer was killed, I think a couple of days ago. And then I think last week, a UPS driver on his first day driving alone was killed in a police shooting, just in the crossfire. And it was his first day driving by himself. It was his first day. And they're talking about that young rapper who died, Juice WRLD. I wasn't that familiar with him, but I just think it's sad. He's only 21 years old. But they're saying that he was popping Percocets right before he got off the plane. And he just turned 21. And then they're saying that another rapper, and I can't remember who it is, sorry, introduced him to lean. I know it wasn't Lil Wayne that they said it was. It was one of those other ones. Future or somebody. Yeah, but he was taking Percocets, and they're saying that now people are saying he had a Percocet issue, and they found a bunch of marijuana on the plane. I hope that they don't, just, talk about him in a negative manner. It's just unfortunate how he went out of here, though. That's just really, really unfortunate. But I'm telling you, the pills, the drugs, all of that stuff is all up in, especially the black music scene. It's there. I know. And it's legal. So whose prescription? Who had the Percocet prescription? How'd he get them? Or did he get them off the street where you don't even know what's really in them? So, it's just sad that, I mean, He just was old enough to drink alcohol. He was just old enough to drink alcohol. That's crazy, y'all. And you losing these kids, these babies, with their life ahead of them because of drugs. And because of him being in the entertainment industry, he had access to this. And wasn't nobody worried about it? Did nobody try to stop him? Didn't he have some handlers? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe that's the problem. Maybe the handlers were the ones, that were allowing this. Because you got to have, especially in the entertainment industry, you got to have somebody who's looking out for you when you may not be looking out for you. Just not, and I know you can't, I know how it is with these young artists. You can't always control what they're doing. But I just feel like somebody could have stopped it. I mean, he started having a seizure in the airport. And by the time he got to the hospital, he was already dead. So, it's going to be 30 days before we see the autopsy, at least. Because they're going to do a full autopsy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The handlers are probably enablers. In that industry, you can't have a whole bunch of yes people. Having yes people is the reason why Prince isn't here. It's the reason why Michael isn't here. That's why they not here. And with Michael, we knew he had an issue with painkillers. We knew he had an issue with painkillers. But he had enough people, he had enough money that he could get what he wanted. I don't think he meant to go out. I'm sorry, I heard my neighbors outside. Yep, Billie Holiday. I mean, you can go down the list of entertainers, especially black entertainers, that went out of here because of drugs, legal and illegal. I know, Jack. I mean, we all did stupid stuff. I know I've done stuff that was stupid. I'm glad the internet there was no internet. Let me just say that. I'm glad there was no internet. I'm just looking to make sure I caught everything on this file. Yeah. Whitney. Man, me and Whitney would be, we're in the same age range. She should still be here. There's a whole lot of people, and I see that. Sorry, y'all. I'm being nosy. Oh. Wait a second. I'm going to put y'all on mute. There is my boy. Let me let them know. 1 second, guys. They wanted to make sure that he didn't just walk in the house. They wanted to make sure that he didn't just walk in the house. Yeah. Mommy's on YouTube. You want to say hi? You want? No, you got to come around here, so they can see you. Come over here. Lean in. Lean in. Just say hi. Just wave. Say hi. All right. All right. You can go. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, I told you he's tall. Told y'all he's tall and lanky. Yeah. Can you close the door, please? Can you close it, please? Yeah, lock it and then close it. Okay. He is going to download the day, so I'm going to hear what anybody said to him today. Later on. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay down here or are you going to go upstairs?
Good.
Okay. It's up to you. You don't have to go upstairs if you don't want to. But you have to leave that on mute. Oh. Yeah, you have to leave it. Yeah, you can't sit there because that's the clothes that I folded. So if you want to sit down, you can sit down over there. Where's your phone? Let me see it. Sorry, guys. Let me see your phone. See? He don't have any. Okay, I'm gonna plug it up. I'll plug it up. Y'all see? Right, I'm gonna take my phone off the plug. Hopefully this won't mess up what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. So I took me off of the plug. And I'm gonna plug his phone up. He don't have no charge. Yeah, I know. Really. People who don't have real jobs have nice phones, don't they? Okay, so just let it stay on the charger for a little while. You can't use it until it's charged up. That means it only has 1% on it. If it came back on, that means you got 1%. So by me plugging it in, that gave it enough battery to come back on, but you still can't use it yet, okay?
Okay.
So you need to just leave it right there and just let it rest, okay?
Okay.
All right, once it gets up to at least 50%, I'll unplug it and you can use it, okay? All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I had to, I can't. He can't come in the house and I ignore him, even if I'm talking to y'all. So I'm glad y'all understood. I appreciate it. I mean, he's the reason that I work from home. He is the reason that I work from home. I am blessed to be able to work from home and still be in the same industry that I was in. Yeah, I'll fix something for you in a little bit. Did you eat your salad? Did you eat the whole salad? Did you bring back mommy's fork? Okay, well, get the fork out of your bag and put it in the sink, because I don't want my fork to go missing. Yeah, my next door neighbors have somebody. It looks like they're having they're replacing their water heater. They had put a new one in, but it was still leaking, like out into the driveway and everything. So I guess they put a new one in. They're putting another one in. Good thing I don't have any place to go. Cause they got me blocked in. Yeah, no, I can't. Even though he, it's like, even though he's an adult, he still wants that kid attention. And if I don't pay attention to him when he comes in, it's going to be a problem. Now, it's fine if he ignores me. I should not have a problem with that. But I cannot ignore him. I cannot ignore him. Just, sweetheart, just let it sit there on the edge of the couch. If you want to watch the TV right now, go upstairs and watch it in your room. Okay?
Okay.
And then when I get off, you can go upstairs and watch Ellen in your room. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, go watch her upstairs. Oh, okay. So he's gonna sit there and watch the words. He's 24. He is 24. Let me just look at this real quick to make sure they didn't have it. Yep, he just turned 24. In October, at the end of October, right before Halloween. He is not a Halloween baby. He was born before Halloween. Because I was not having a Halloween baby. I refused to have a baby on Halloween, as a matter of fact. Because they were like, if he didn't come, they were going to induce labor on Halloween.
No.
Oh yeah, you can't ignore. That might, if I ignore, that might cause a meltdown. And we don't want to have that. Trust me. We don't want to have a meltdown. Wait a minute, why didn't they? They didn't even add it. Oh, okay. That's why they didn't add it. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, she works nice. Now it's like I live in a condo. It's like it's just 3 condos, and the owners of the other 2 condos, one's retired, and only one of them actually works, and then I work, but I just happen to work from home. But I've worked from home the whole time I've lived here. So, but they'll move if I have to get out. If All right, Tamina, thank you for coming. I understand the 10% phone. Yep, because now that my son has come home, I'm only going to probably be on here a little bit longer because I'm running on my battery now. But I'll be on for, but I think I'm at like, I got enough to finish mine. I'm not at 2% like he is. That's so sad. All right, thank you, Tamina. Thank you. Yeah, he hates it when his phone is barely working. But it'll be okay. He's watching Ellen. Let me go back to talking about something else. He don't like it. He doesn't like you to talk about him when he's sitting there. It is rude too. So I totally understand it. But I'm glad I came on though during the day, and I do it. I come on from time to time during the day. I try to come on a couple of times during the day. Yes. Yes, now when you see me in the chats, chocolate chip mint mouse, you know that little avatar on the side, that's really me. I really do have my hair purple. I really have purple hair. It's gonna be a different color purple whenever I decide to put it together and rebraid it. I gotta rebraid it. I've seen you in Chef and More. I see you in Chef and More. Chocolate chip mint mouse. You're in Chef and Moore's. That's where I met you. That's where I met you. Yep. Here's the crazy thing. Even though I have a lot of people that I'm subscribed to or that subscribe to me, for the most part, I know where I met people. No, I wasn't there this morning. Yeah, I wasn't there this morning. I'm not. Yeah, her morning one is like 6 o'clock in the morning for me. So I'm usually not on the morning ones, and I wasn't on her live yesterday in the afternoon, but I'm gonna be on her live this afternoon. Yeah, I'll be in there tonight. I had a meeting last night, but I will be in hers tonight. Yesterday I went in TR Nyrese because he hadn't been on for like over a week. And then I had a meeting. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. I try to come to her morning lives when I can, but her and Latu, their lives are at crazy hours for me. I'm up, but usually at that time, I'm getting myself together for work and stuff, and deciding what he's gonna wear and stuff. But I'm gonna try to I've made one of her morning lives. I made one of them, but I want to make some of the ones for her second channel too. I've only made one of those. Because I like that when it's really, really a real laid back live, So I like how that one is. That's kind of how mine is, I know a lot, we're all basically, when we're going live, all of our streams are for people to network. That's a given, But some people, the ones who are strictly about growth, I admire them because that's a lot of work. Keeping up with the chat, making sure, that you don't have trolls and stuff in there, and then, just having the stamina to do that every day. All right, Jack, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys just popping in, because you could be doing anything else, And that's what I think about. Like when I come on during the daytime and I'm looking around to see who's live, I look and I generally will try to go into lives that don't have a lot of people in them, just to show them a little support. Hey, Miss Uppity Unicorn. I know the trolls get on all of our nerves. Well, last night, that's why I think that's what I think happened. They didn't like the topic we were talking about, and they were messing. Like DOD couldn't even get up on my platform, And then Terry kept getting kicked off. I'm surprised I didn't have the trolls last night. I usually get trolls. It's like, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about. They're sleeping right now. So, they're sleeping right now. But, for me, I just think that the most important thing for all of us to do, whether we're trying to get monetized or not, is to build up our platforms, make sure that whatever we're talking about on our platforms or whatever we're doing on our platforms, that it's of value to someone. You know what I'm saying? And it could be comedy, it could be gossip, it could be, giving knowledge about something, it could be doing crafting, it could be gaming, it could just be having a conversation, but all of that is content. What we don't want to thrive in is all the negative stuff, because nobody's got time for that. And my personal opinion is that gradually all of that is going to be gone, because bringing people's kids on the platform, that's the whole reason for the Copa thing. But that was for the bigger YouTubers, and that wasn't for us little people down here, but it's going to impact everyone. And those ones who are doing the doxing and everything, I don't think that their platforms are going to last, whether they want to be monetized or not, if they continue with that type of stuff. But in the meantime, I think that we all should be doing what my friend Storm Monroe did. And what Storm Monroe did is he went from 435 subs at the beginning of the year to the end of this year, while in school getting his MBA, mind you. He's now making a living off of YouTube. He's averaging about $6,000 a month. And he's, getting, millions of views, just being himself, just doing what he does, on here. And I like his channel. He's funny. And he's entertainment. Well, and see, to me, Uppity Unicorn, it's like, here's the thing. I'm black, but I don't really think I'm black sector, because I'm not talking necessarily just to us. I'm not. I can't be with my topic matter. I want definitely to emphasize the stuff that's going on with autism within the black and brown community. But yeah, that's not my only audience. And, and I've said this before, the majority of my support, my subscribers aren't even from the black community on YouTube. So, so I just think that we're creating a new sector. We are creating a new sector. That's what we're doing right now. We're creating a new sector of people who are here to create content, to put stuff, to put out to people. It's not, we're not in high school, so we're not on here to bash other YouTubers. What is the point? If that's your only content, it's sad. It's sad. But I have a feeling, a very good feeling, that either they're going to get with the program or they're going to be gone. But I think that what we are doing is creating a new sector, going forward. And I think that's what's going to happen when the ashes, when the dust is settled, it's going to look very, very different. But for the better, because I've already made it hard enough to get monetized if that's what you're trying to do, but I'm watching people get monetized despite all this drama that's going on, because we're going about our business, you know, building our content up, networking outside of the Black sector on YouTube, and expanding our, you know, our friend base, you know. So yeah, and that's the thing, you know, chocolate chip mint. For me, that's what I'm saying. If you're only comfortable with making videos and you don't really want to go live, then it's going to be, you're going to have to be making a lot of videos to get a lot of view hours if monetization is your goal. But what I suggest is that even if you don't like going live, just try it. Do like little 15-minute lives, you know, or something that you were going to do as a video, do it as a live instead. You know, see if there are other YouTubers that, you know, can contribute to a live if you're going to be talking about a specific subject. You know, I'm telling you, because the thing is that what I'm learning from the part, you know, because even though I'm going to the growth channels and everything, I'm still going to, you know, Black growth channels, but they're not focusing on just being Black. But what I'm saying is that, you know, that if you're going to all of these different streams and meeting all of these different people, that when you go live, somebody is going to come. Even if it's just one person, one or two people, that's probably better, because then you can get comfortable in front of the camera, you know, talking. Because, you know, from your side, it looks like you're talking to yourself, you know, but you're not. There's somebody out there. And then if you come into your live and there's not anyone coming in, I always have something that I'm prepared to talk about when I start. Hi, Pran. How are you? Welcome. Yes, we just became friends yesterday, I believe. Thank you for coming to my live. Yeah, we're just talking. I'm just talking about people, you know, building platforms and just growing organically, positively, and how I really believe there's going to be change in all sectors of YouTube. It has to be, because what we're seeing is that celebrities are coming in here and they're just plopping down and getting channels and getting viewers. So yes, that makes it that much harder for us. So yeah, you definitely have people who come on YouTube to look at all this negative stuff, but there's more people who are coming on YouTube to learn about stuff and to find out about positive things. And the only way that people know about you is that we all have to put ourselves out there. We basically have to market ourselves on here. You know, you have to market yourself. You know, that's just the way it works on here. Because even though this may be a hobby, you know, for a lot of us, it's still another job, really. And in our employers, the only way that you move ahead is that, you know, by making yourself known. Exactly. You know, by making yourself known. And that's what I'm doing. I'm making myself known, you know, because my YouTube name doesn't tell people that my channel is about autism. I can, and I don't tell them that, but when they come to my channel, bam, it's right in their face. It says Chronicles of an Artsy Autism Mom. So that right there tells you I'm talking about autism, you know, and that means I'm here to give knowledge and there's I'm letting you know this is a positive space. You know what I'm saying? And then in my chats, I try to keep it positive. I always have like the nice little music going in the background and everything. And I try to be polite and and say hi to everybody as they come into the chats and just keep the conversation going. And you will be amazed that when you start live streaming, you may think that you don't have anything to say, but you'll find that you have something to say. You know? Because you have people like the ones who do the scratching, the scratching things. They come live and just scratch tickets. So they do some things that are similar to what they're doing in their actual, videos, but they're doing it in real life. And everybody that comes live doesn't necessarily come on camera. You do have the choice. Some people don't come on camera. Some people have they'll put like a screen, so you can't see their face, or they'll have an avatar up there. I come live sometimes, like right now, where you can see me, and sometimes I come live with the avatar. It's just, how I feel, really. But usually if I come live during the day, I'm coming live from my phone. So I'm not going to have the avatar in front of me because I'm not coming through on StreamYard, and I don't like it to just be a black screen up there. So that's why I choose not to have the black screen, and just because I can flip it so that you guys can't see me, but why do that? Yeah, I put up a photo in StreamYards, but I basically I went in there and added an avatar. But I don't think that I can on Streamlab. At least I haven't figured it out yet. But I'm okay with it, I just have to make sure I have the phone prop so that you guys can see me, or see what it is. Or if I didn't want to be seen, then you'd be looking at the picture, Yeah, I know a lot of people do. That's what I'm saying. They just flip it so that they can't be seen. All you can see in my house is a wall. Oops, looks like I'm at 20%. Okay. All right, I'm at 20%, so that means that I'm going to have to end the live in a few minutes. Yeah. But up at the unicorn, I think most of the men in your audience, they don't care. They don't have a problem with the view. You know that, girl. Oh, they don't have a problem. They don't have a problem with the view at all. But some people, they literally will have you looking at a plant, and they'll sit out on their patio and have a conversation. Some people sit in their car and they may have you looking at whatever's in front of them, or they may have it flipped to themselves. It's all dependent on you as a person. But what I say is try. Just try to go live. Because most of us, once we started going live, we just do it now. We don't even think about it. So I really, want to encourage everybody, because I'm seeing people who have been on here for around the same amount of time as I have, or a little bit longer than I have, doing all different types of content. And they are getting to the point of being monetized. And I am happy that a lot of them are people of color. I'm happy about that. I know, because you would have it looking at the grass, looking at the sky, anything but looking at you. I was like, she does not want to be on camera. But, you know, I'm okay with being on camera. If you guys are okay with watching me doing my work while I'm on here, I'm okay with being on camera. Let me fix this. Oh, I did fix that one. Let me make sure I fixed the other one. Yeah, I don't know why they have both of these in here. I know that the person below me can change this, but they didn't change it. They did not change it. Yeah, so it's still 3 though. Okay, I fixed it. It just made you self-conscious. You know what? I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it. I just, you know, because at night, generally I'm not on camera at night. But I said that if I start to get a full chat room, you know, if I get like a bunch of people in the chat, I'll come on camera. But, you know, if it's just a couple of us there, then, you know, I'm generally not on camera because what y'all don't see, because I'm not on camera, is my son comes over to me throughout the time that I'm on live stream at night. And he comes over and he comes to get himself a hug. He wants to rub heads with me because that's our thing, you know. And so that could be a little distracting. So that's why I don't have it on camera. Oh, yeah. I got you. I got you. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I know that's, again, you know, like you're one of the victims of doxing. And I don't even understand that. You know, you're a beautiful girl, you know, and your mental health is nobody else's business. But so I understand, you know, I understand why you are, you know, doing things slowly, you know, but, you know, once your channel builds up, you know, you're going to have to put that pretty face on camera more. I'm just saying, uppity unicorn. But guys, I'm going to get ready to get off of here because I don't want my phone to die while I'm actually live with you guys, because then I'm not able to stop the live, and that would be horrible. But I'll be back on later on tonight. And I am glad that you are coming on live now, Miss Uppity Unicorn, because I do try to catch you live, even if I don't always come down into the chat. I usually do come through and make sure that I give you a thumbs up. So I will be back on later tonight, guys. But until then, thank you so much for coming through. We're all unicorns, Miss Uppity Unicorn, because we're different from the rest. But until then, guys, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys later. Bye.